is the day of meeting Nos, but you're not going to meet him until night. He's meeting you at the only place he really knows where to find you guys, which is slightly in front of the tower, as it's now your tower. Unless you invite him in, he will not be able to come in. But that's kind of the scope of where we're at, what we want to do beforehand. I have a map set up for that area when we're ready to transition to that. Or if you guys want to look at it and plan ahead and see what it looks like and etc., we can do that too. We don't have to decide on the spells today. I did just want to remind you guys again of that. Jeff put out a list. I put out a list between all of your guys' lists. We just need to narrow down 21 spells. And again, rituals, you don't have to worry about. The tower, you can cast them in the tower, no problem.
I was going to have a list, but I kind of ended up taking over our Friday game slots, so that's eating literally all of my time.
Believe me, if you didn't hear me earlier, this is my 4th day of work in a row, and I have 4 more. I'm on pace to hit between 115 and 120 hours during that time period. So, I definitely understand.
Are you aiming for early retirement or early death?
You know, whichever. Yeah,
Those
whichever
are the
happens
same
first.
thing.
All right. Yeah, that's fair. That's true. Death is my retirement plan.
Unless, I mean, the only third plan could be is to topple the bourgeoisie. So, I mean, there's really only 3 plans.
Yeah.
You get salaried, don't you?
I do. And I don't know if anyone was on besides Jeff and I yet, but I said, I made a joke when they hired me as supervisor. I said, well, you guys might as well put me as supervisor because I'm going to eat up all the overtime I can. Anyway, being hourly. So it's better, it's cost savings for you if you put me on salary. And clearly they took that to heart because I am outworking my salary peers by at least 10 hours a week.
Oh, no.
I don't. What do have you? Probably wouldn't do your mental health any good to kind of calculate what your hourly rate works out as if you're doing over 100 hours a week.
When I calculated,
can't be good.
You know, a couple months ago when I told you guys I worked 103 hours in that week, I calculated my hourly wage that week, and it was just above minimum wage. So I imagine this week, well, this 8-day period, it will be below minimum wage.
Jesus Christ.
I gotta say, fuck that with an anchor.
Yeah, I'm with him.
But, and here's my thing that everyone always asks why you work so many hours. And I say, look, like, I didn't take this job for the money. Like, the money's nice, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm by no means complaining about the money. But I took the job because I worked enough with the people on the floor across enough jobs that I get tired of shitty management. And so if someone's got to be the manager to sit on the line and defend the people and, you know, like to take all the lashings from upper management, then might as well be me because my personality is I don't like seeing people get screwed over. So if someone has to do it, if someone has to take the hit, because unfortunately that's the way the world works, then it might as well be me instead of all these people who are, you know, actually doing stuff that's making our company go, you know, wherever my company has been. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm got to be honest, that's admirable, but I could only do that for a certain amount of time.
That's usually what people say.
No, I'm being dead honest. It is admirable, but I mean, part of everything else, like, I always look at life as like you're awake for 8 hours. You're asleep for 8 hours a day. So there's only 16 hours a day left. If you deduct your working time off that, that's what you've got left for your actual real life. And in that, you've still got to do your practical stuff like shit and clean up and stuff like that. And you've only got 8 hours. If you work an 8 hour day, you've only got 8 hours to yourself.
And that's if you
And you
sleep
sleep.
an 8-hour time period. I don't know
So
when
Dale's
the last.
solution is
Well, yeah, what I'm saying is you're encroaching on your own. You know, you can only get the best out of your own waking time if you get the best out of your own sleeping time as well. So you can extend your awake time to try and get it back up to 8 hours, but you're not getting the best of it because you've not got your 8 hours sleep. Do you know what I mean?
I-
I'm not.
I-
Don't get me wrong. I've done jobs where I've got absolutely fucked on the amount of hours I've done, and you know, I don't know.
I heard that, Einstein and Tesla, only slept a couple hours a day. So if they can do it, I can do it. And I know 100% that Stalin was only doing, a couple hours a day too. And he turned out fine.
It's not-
Ruler of a country.
Not necessarily the best role model. Got to be honest with you.
no, he was fucking paranoid and psychotic. You don't need that, Dale.
I mean, so what if he killed off all his
It's fun
opposition? The guy had a plan. He went for it.
It didn't work out.
It worked out until he died.
Worked out? Well, no, because it worked out in that when you're someone with that much power, the only thing you can really and money, all you can really hope for is to have a legacy that's positive. Like people remember you fondly. He's not remembered fondly basically anywhere.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true, unfortunately. But
if you run it up the scoreboard, basically what people like Stalin do is they run up the scoreboard, and at the end, your only hope is to be like, you want to be Wilt Chamberlain, when everyone said, "Oh my God, he scored 100 points in the game. He did it so well. He's crazy." You don't want to be fucking Stalin, where everyone's basically like, "Oh man, that guy was a scumbag. He cheated the entire time." Like no one cared. Like essentially the difference, right?
I suppose I can dry my tears with the tears and blood of the people underneath me then.
With all the bodies you've got in your gulag.
Yes. I'll take the clothes from that and wipe my face.
The friendship gulag.
Friendship gulag.
Yes.
Everyone, we're going to have a friendship circle inside this little chamber here. Don't worry about the hose or the gases coming in.
Yikes.
That's bleak.
That's very bleak. But less bleak is the situation that your characters are in. So, question is...
Nice caveat. I like it.
The question is...
Segue.
Yep, good segue. The question is, so what are you guys doing the morning before this meeting with Nose, which I'm sure is going to turn into a showdown?
Investigating the nearby friendship gulag.
We gotta recon the area. And then...
I feel like No, I'm just thinking we should put fucking Nos in the friendship gulag. That seems perfect.
Yeah, he can be our first guest.
Here, I'll show you guys the map. It's in darkness, so give me a second. I'm gonna pull it to light. Okay, so this is, I imagined you guys meeting him outside of your tower. That's really the only place he knows to go to find you guys. It's close to town square. So I think that was realistically the actual point we decided on, but I made the map, you guys coming from the tower, looks more triumphant.
So how done is the tower?
Well, let's see here. 5 days had passed, so it's 5/7 done.
Do we have access to our spells on the ground floor? I guess is what I would be asking.
Yeah, sure. I don't see why not.
And do we have a list of spells?
No, because you guys haven't come up with that cumulatively.
Oh.
Yeah.
Crap.
So, yes, your spells are done, but no one knows what they are.
Okay. But we can use. Oh my, this looks lovely. We can use ritual spells.
Yep.
Pretty sure. Take me to spells, 5e jewels. We can do it. And these are 1st through 6th level.
There are no rituals above 6th. Well, standard.
Let me see if that's a filter. I'm just talking to myself right now, guys. If you have stuff you want to do, should probably point that out.
So, this is the map.
Oh.
Like I said, you guys can look around.
Doing.
There'll be a campfire here. This is obviously the road into your tower. There's water over here. These aren't palm trees. I just put in general vegetation. There are some little shops that have started to set up near your place.
Can there be palm trees, please? Officially.
Pantries?
The palm trees.
Tree.
Oh, palm trees. Yeah, sure. They can be palm trees.
That's now canon.
That there are palm trees, not cannons.
Okay. And we have cannons as well. Just for the fuck it. Even if they're ornamental ones, let's get some cannons.
You can have cannons in your tower for sure, and I think that would be a good investment. Yeah.
Mind you, I don't know. Do we have
I
cannons
want-
in this one?
I want cannons that shoot this fireball, the spell fireball. Like that's what I want.
Well, and
Remember those fuck you cannons I was
yeah, I
talking
was
about?
gonna say Halbjorn said cannons that shoot conjure volley. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Awesome.
So my plan is we invite this dickhead back to the tower, seal him in, and just fuck him up. I'm gonna post a list of spells that are rituals that we can cast beforehand to prepare. I'll put it in general. So that's. By the way, no material cost for spells, right? As long as they're cast within the tower.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, like the
the
tower,
first
you
one.
don't need verbal or somatic ones either. Inside the tower, I mean, you just say, like, I guess there are verbal components. You'd have to tell the tower what spell to cast, but not verbal as in, like, I suppose if you're silenced, you could still say them and the tower's still smart enough to cast them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's the general area in front of the tower where you will meet him.
What do the statues around our fountain look like?
They look like just general knight statues, you know. Not anything in particular, definitely no culty stuff or anything like that. I mean, these are maybe like famous townsfolk, you know, things like that from long ago. You know, they're not.
They're all statues of Halbjorn.
We should get it. We should commission a statue of our fearless leader to be put up in the middle and the top of the fountain as the centerpiece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
except he's scantily clad.
Chorus girl type scantily clad.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What?
Of course. Of
Okay.
course.
Okay, I didn't hear when they said. It sounded like she said chorus girl scantily clad. Now I'm confused.
That's what I said, actually.
What the hell does that mean?
So, you're not familiar with the visual of chorus girls in musicals and or musical theater or productions shows?
I am a little bit. Like I just didn't like when you said chorus girl, my mind went to like I went to a school with like a really big arts program, so I'm thinking like high schoolers. I'm like, what the fuck? Like that's really weird. That's odd and
No.
bizarre.
No, 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 no. Ew.
Yes, hence my what the
Children are
fuck?
gross. No. Adult persons. I'm not that gross. I might be a pervert, but I am not that nasty.
It's fair.
Well, that killed the conversation. Whatever it was, I was paying attention.
um,
We were
Is-
still talking about the plan for the fountain, basically.
um,
So-
Beacon.
is there any what was I gonna say? Do you guys want to trap any of the stuff out here? Do you want to check any of it out? Any of that? Is there stuff in town you want to do? Do we want to just go to Nightfall and wait for him to show up?
Um,
So Wall of Force is one of the spells we could use, right?
The what?
It is a
Wall of
spell
Force
you
is one of the
can use,
spells?
yes.
Okay.
I
let
think
me
that
go to
was
Ritual Attack.
an idea that
I'm on the Wall of Force train.
Harlan had.
Oh yeah. So Wall of Force. What about? There's another one I know that prevents like teleportation out.
I mean, like any number of your like named houses or huts or whatever. But then besides that, anti-magic field and magic circle, I believe, both do those things.
No, it was like a fucking duck.
I have my 5e tools pulled up to the combat monsters, so I cannot look without getting that out of them. And that took me a minute to get into them. So you're on your own a little bit.
It's all good. Guardian Ward seems like an absolute fucking waste of a 6th level spell. Da, 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 da. Damn it, why did I delete my list like a fucking idiot? Is that 9? Well, maybe someone else knows the spell. The idea was to cast Forbiddance. Then Wall of Force to keep from escaping as soon as he steps into the area. Because he's going to take 5d10 radiant damage the moment he steps onto our turf. Into the area of the Forbiddance. So Wall of Force to keep him from fucking off. Because he's wont to do that. And then the other one that I can't think of would keep him from teleporting away. Also, Forbiddance would prevent him from summoning any allies via teleportation.
Definitely seems worth casting.
Yeah. My only concern is him slipping away or turning into a bat or some other bullshit and getting away. Or like I said, just saying, hey, fuck you, I'm out of here. And
Oh.
that was a popping sound I made with my cheek. Just in case you didn't hear it. Was it magic circle?
Mhm.
Or circle of power, maybe? No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what's up?
Suck for that. Nothing. The door just opened right in front of me, and I didn't. Scared the crap out of me. But someone just walked in the front. It's all right. It was a breeze that I wasn't expecting. It's a bit spooky. Hang on.
Okay, it was magic circle. Oh wow, that's a small area of effect. So, Matt, I will just post it in general.
General.
That's what I'm looking at.
Six level abjuration.
Oh yeah, is this someone's something?
So you create a 10-foot radius, 20-foot tall cylinder of magical energy, centered on a point on the ground that you can see within range. Glowing runes appear, yada yada yada, wherever the cylinder intersects with the floor or other surface. Choose one or more of the following types of creatures: celestials, elementals, fays, fiends, or here it is, undead. The circle affects a creature of the chosen type in the following ways: cannot willingly enter cannot willingly enter the cylinder by non-magical means. If the creature tries to use teleportation or into plane of travel to do so, it must first succeed on a charisma saving throw. Disadvantage on attack rolls against targets within the cylinder. Targets within the cylinder cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by the creature. I'm pretty sure when you cast a spell, you can elect to cause this magic to operate in the reverse direction, preventing a creature of the specified type from leaving the cylinder and protecting the targets outside of it. So, we trap him in this circle. He can't teleport out, or he's going to have a hard time doing so. He's taking constant 5d10 radiant damage, and we can just beat the fuck out of him while he's trapped in this circle. And then we just wall of force on top to keep him in. So that way, if he tries to turn into a bat or some other bullshit, skadoosh. Alternately, we could polymorph his ass. And, like, I don't know, turn him into a rat and
Ooh.
have Ciela just make a whole bunch of holy water, and we just put him in there, put the lid on top, let the spell wear off.
Turn him into a tortoise.
A tortoise or a turtle?
Oh, I can't remember what you call a turtle. The one that moves really fucking slow.
Probably a
Probably
sheep.
tortoise.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like it's just less chance of us fucking it up on it and running away.
They fuck real slow too. Alright.
Yeah, probably do.
They also don't breathe underwater, so you'd be
Tap,
drowning in the
tap,
holy water.
nudge,
Yeah, like
nudge.
that's
Get on
that's-
top.
I know that. I know that. Mutual.
Okay, so well, I guess let me just get out the marker tool and you know, draw out freehand. So we invite Nos in, and we have Forbiddens cast so that it starts in this direction of the red line. Out here is fine. We invite him in, we're like, hey, why don't you come over by the fountain? And then when we do, we trap his bitch ass in the magic circle, wall of force on top.
My
And
question.
then, you know,
Oh, sorry. I don't mean to rain on your parade. But my question is, You're casting these from the tower, right?
Yes.
So there's if you recall, a several mile bridge to the tower.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, because remember,
That's close.
it's 5 miles wide across the river.
So it's going to
Oh.
be 2 mile.
Oh, this is the town square, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the town square.
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, yeah,
Oh,
there
yeah.
was.
not to, like I said, not to rain on your parade, but
Oh, it's been
I
rained
was,
on.
I was thinking this was the where our tower is here,
no,
and the town's up
Yeah.
there. At
the bridge is
Oh.
behind it. Halbjorn's still on the
I
bridge.
What the fuck
I
have I just
deleted.
done?
I deleted something. That was my bad.
You deleted Samuel.
What?
How have you deleted me?
Well, he's dead now.
This is turning
I'm the
into a
leader.
statue.
I'm the leader now.
Not how. This is not how I expected this campaign to end. Really isn't.
Roll initiative, motherfuckers.
No.
This would have been real. This would have been really scary if you lot had simultaneously decided to pretend you couldn't hear me as well. And just shunned me from the group all of a sudden in this like awful fashion.
You're a fearless leader. Why would we do that?
Okay. Samuel, you should be good again.
Yes. Relief. So. Right. So essentially, that whole plan that you just described isn't going to work unless we get him down to the other end of the bridge.
Yeah.
Can we get him down to the other end of the bridge?
Invite him in.
Oh yeah, invite the guy in that you had invite the guy in who you once struck battle with, and he is definitely sure that you guys don't trust his intentions.
Well, we can uninvite him, can't we? Wouldn't that be
Yeah,
funny?
it's once an invitation has been issued, it's not like that's not how invitations work. It is with normal people.
Yeah, like, hey, you're not welcome anymore. Get the fuck out. And they say no. And I say gun.
But vampires are
Case.
normal people.
What we could do, right, is not turn up, not be here, and then leave a little trail of popcorn, right, all the way down the bridge, and hope that he likes popcorn, right?
Ooh, piece of candy.
He's a,
And then
Ooh,
he's
piece
a
of candy.
vampire?
Ooh, piece of candy.
Is the
Ooh,
popcorn
piece of
covered in
candy.
blood or something?
All right, look, it's just off the top of my head. It's a work in progress, this theory. I'm trying to patch up the problems that we just came across with the fact we all thought we were on the island and we weren't. And I happened to be eating a bag of popcorn. Prove it.
You.
I don't need to prove that you're eating popcorn, Pete.
Nos is actually James Woods. You know who James Woods is?
I do, but I don't get the ref.
Oh, it's candy.
Ooh, piece of candy. That's
Oh,
a
from
Family Guy.
Yeah, Family Guy. Yeah.
Oops, it's candy.
Problem is they've used that gag multiple times, so I didn't realize that one of those times is fucking.
The first time they use it is to capture James Woods after he's fucked over the town.
Yep. Catch him in a box. You don't snare trap.
That's what you guys need to do. Lure him into a box and then carry the box to the tower, and then the rest of the plan can ensue.
My suggestion was kind of like that. Wait, does any of us have polymorph?
I mean, I don't think yet. So yet,
Fuck.
I believed you.
I could have polymorph. I thought it was a 6th level spell. It's a 4th level spell.
Yeah.
I just had a really weird.
Also, the problem with your thought is once a creature in polymorph dies, they just turn back to their normal self.
No, that's
Yeah,
why
which is
he
why-
said put him in a box with holy water.
Yeah.
Oh, but look at the third sentence in polymorph. It says the spell transforms a creature you can see within range into a new form. An unwilling creature must make a wisdom save to avoid the effect. The spell has no effect on a shape changer.
Undead. A shape changer. Interesting.
Can a druid turn into a mimic?
So he can turn into a bat and fly away.
Okay, get a debt.
Didn't he do that to you guys?
It went invisible.
Oh yeah, he went invisible and then he was like, "Eat, bye."
Wait, no, I think he did turn to a bat at some point.
He
I don't
did.
think so. I believe he was just invisible.
No, I think
No,
I think you're
I'm
right.
certain
He
of it.
did turn into a bat at some point to get away, and they transformed back into a normal person, and then cast greater invisibility, and was like, "Bye."
I thought vampires weren't normal people. So if he's a normal person, we can still uninvite him, right?
What?
Never mind. No, serious question though. Like, can we uninvite a vampire? I don't know if that's a thing.
I would imagine so. I don't know what the consequences of that would be, but I imagine you can uninvite a vampire. They just get yeeted from your from your building.
I didn't think you.
So, do you think that they would
I
be eaten at a constant speed, or do you think that they would eventually reach terminal velocity
I
if
think
they were deep enough in the building?
they would accelerate to terminal velocity. So it would be a
Okay.
constant speed after they hit terminal velocity.
Yeah. So we invite them deep into the tower, right? We say, "Oh yeah, you're not welcome anymore," and then he just gets yoked out of the tower into a wall of force, and squish, bug on windshield. That's not a serious suggestion, but goddamn, would it be funny?
That would be funny. So vampires, garlic or no?
No.
In this particular environment.
No. So vampire weaknesses has the following flaws.
Does garlic have a negative effect on vampires in D&D?
Vampire
How
can't
much would
enter a
we, like, realistically,
residence.
how much would we ordinary folk, well, not ordinary folk, but how much would we know about vampires?
I mean, you guys would definitely know a bunch because
Assuming we did research.
you've
I suppose
fought
we'd know
a
between
number
us,
of
we'd know a good
vampires
amount,
at
wouldn't
this
we?
point.
So if Garlic was, I don't know, just thinking, because vampires is a bit of a weird thing, because we all know about vampires outside of the game. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, but I suppose we would all probably know a good amount about.
Can we make some history or religion checks?
I would, but I just put my laptop away because I'm headed home.
I was gonna say I can tell you the weaknesses. I think that's something you guys would
So I'm
definitely
going to
know at
mute
this
while I
point.
run away from work.
Oh yay! So vampire
Could Haaland
weaknesses.
pretend to be a vampire?
Not
that would help.
How would I
I'm
go?
just gonna-
Yeah, okay. What are you trying to accomplish here? How would I go about this?
I wasn't. You just go, look, I'm a vampire, and turn into a bat, and fly around for a bit, and come back and go, look. It wouldn't be helpful at all. It just popped in my head. Wouldn't be helpful at all.
I don't know. Maybe you see that bat floating around and think, ooh.
I bet there's situations where it'd be useful. Though.
I think if I read the whole list of weaknesses, there might be something that would actually come to mind.
Religion checks.
Can you guys hear me? Is this on? Hello?
Oh, are we doing checks?
I don't know.
Am I muted? Hello? Hello?
I need to check to tell you I can't turn into a vampire.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
what
not
the
turn into a
fuck?
vampire, but tend to be.
Oh.
I bet there's a lower level situations where that might have been useful and been much more powerful than we were, but we never did it. Occurred to me now.
Oh, I was gonna say I can read. I think my mic cut out at some point. Can you hear me
Yeah.
Oh
now?
yeah,
Well,
we can hear you now.
wow, Dale, don't rub in the fact you can read and the rest of us can't. Oh man, I can read, dick.
So the
that was a bit harsh. That.
Get fucked, nerd.
nerd. So the vampire has the following flaws. Forbidden, the vampire can't enter a residence without an invitation from one of the occupants. Harmed by running water, vampire takes 20 acid damage if it ends its turn in running water. Stake to the heart, if
Oh.
a piercing weapon made of wood is driven through the vampire's heart while the vampire is incapacitated in its resting place, the vampire is paralyzed until the stake is removed. And sunlight hypersensitivity, the vampire takes 20 radiant damage when starts its turn in sunlight. While in sunlight, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and attack check or ability checks.
I mean,
So then we incapacitate the bitch, put a stake through his heart, and then just beat the fuck out of him. And I don't know, toss his body in the river.
Well, yeah, you could just throw water at it, beat it up.
Now, does running water have to be a body of water, or could it be produced by a spell?
I think produced by a spell would be fine, but he has to end his turn in it. What I was gonna say or throw flame on the fire or whatever is I don't know how many fountains you guys have been around, but all the fountains I know have like a water thing that sprays up and hence running water.
my experience, they have them when they work or they're not turned off. But yeah,
Yeah, but would these? Yeah, that requires a mechanical pump, though. Would these have that type of thing?
Magical pump.
Yeah, I suppose so. Magical pump.
So again, we incapacitate him, stake through his heart, and he's paralyzed. Then, right?
No,
Can't do a fucking thing.
he's incapacitated and a stake through his heart when he's at his resting place. Then he's paralyzed.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's weak. So the stake would have no effect on him outside of his resting place?
I mean, in the sense that a stake would hurt anyone. Well, a magical stake would hurt anyone.
Well, so why don't we just like hold monster him and tie him up real good and just put him in the fountain.
Yeah, until he acids away.
Yeah. Now he would.
okay, I just
Get
want to
some
honestly,
save-
what I really want is I want to get like some magical shackles and then drag him out into the sunlight and just watch him rot. But
Oh my god!
We have those.
he just needs like some sort of magical spell we can put him under to force him to not be able to do anything, and then drag him out into the sunlight and watch him burn. Because fuck that guy.
So we have
Yeah,
the
I
elf
know-
bondage gear, by the
I know
way.
what
You can time up with that. But wondrous items. Sorry to keep cutting you off. Dimensional shackles. These shackles are just for the creature large or small size. In addition to serving as mundane manacles, they may not use extra dimensional movement, including teleportation or anything like that, to move. So they're stuck here. And it's going to take a DC 30 strength check to break them.
Ooh.
Okay.
Now the question is, how do we get him in the shackles?
Halbjorn enlarges so he can get advantage on grapples.
Okay, so here's a question: is there a way? Okay, we get him inside the building. We get him inside the tower.
Mhm.
We lock him in a room somehow, so he has no choice but fight us. And then we just put him in the shackles and drag him in the sun and watch him burn.
What about the whole person spell so that we could shackle him?
I think because he's undead, he's immune to it. I don't think he's immune to hold monster. Let me look.
Okay.
What was the other spell that was suggested?
Hold person.
Oh yeah, I don't think that would work.
Yeah, hold monster doesn't work either. No effect on undead.
Fuck.
Yeah.
They're little monsters. Well.
Well, technically not monsters, and that's the issue.
I believe in them. Well, we could. I like the idea of shackling him and just letting him burn to death.
There
That's
is
horrifyingly cruel.
there is always the idea of, talking to him, seeing that he's not
Nope,
fucking shit
that's
up.
not an idea. That's not an idea. No, Dale. We let him escape once. That was 50 times too many. Should have torched him then and there.
Can we just build a trapdoor into this bridge?
He'll just turn into a bat on the way down. It'll be whatever.
Well,
Put like an anti-magic field below the bridge
is there a way of stopping him turning into a bat? Yeah, good point.
into the cage that we have placed in the water so that he falls directly into the cage.
Now I'm just thinking about like, God, I feel so evil right now, but I'm just thinking about like just waterboarding him repeatedly until the sun comes up and then him just like getting torched.
Oh God!
like
Might
this
I
idea.
remind you guys, I started with the Stalin joke, and I was told it was very bleak.
Yeah.
And now
never
we've
said
gone to
that.
waterboarding.
But I'm waterboarding the name of adventure. It's okay.
I'm sure that's what Western countries say too.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, we're the good guys, capital G, baby.
Yeah. Dear, oh dear.
And if you don't believe us, we'll fucking waterboard you too.
Yeah. I'm sure that's written fucking in a manifesto somewhere. In those exact words, to be honest, isn't it? It's probably on
It
one
just
of your
makes me
dollar
really
bills or
glad that
something. Isn't it? It's probably on a £5 note as well.
It's on the 100. Oh no, sorry. Kill them all that got sort them out is on the 100. The other one is on the $20 bill.
In waterboarding, we trust.
Yeah.
torture gives us all the answers we want to hear.
Oh.
So I think we've got a solid plan. Get him in the tower, dimensional shackle him, torture him until the sun comes up, and then let him
We don't
burn to
have to torture him until the sun comes up. It's not necessary, but
Why not? It's a piece of shit. We
But
just need to
even-
figure out the how.
yes, but even pieces of shit don't necessarily deserve to be tortured.
Oh,
well,
here
what you
comes the
don't
good
got an
guy
idea?
coming in.
Yeah, don't tell me. You better not be getting cold feet on me.
I live in the mountains. I always have cold feet.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm serious. Like, look, as much as my job is to have these horrible impulses that you have, and then say, "Wait a minute, that's horrible. Don't do that." I have the same impulses. I just can control myself. I have some self-control.
Well, congratulations. Look at you.
Ooh, he has self-control.
I don't want to hear any comments from the peanut gallery after you're over there boasting you can read.
Uh,
um. So, how are we going to get the shackling done? That's definitely going to require a grappling check, isn't it?
I've got a feeling it's going to be a lot more difficult than we're sort of thinking here.
Yeah, I
If you're
mean,
going
why
to
not
go-
the try and
So-
true method of just slugging it out with him? I mean,
That's
you guys are
not
like, I don't want to say, I did boast earlier this morning to one of the guys who had played in the 17, in the 17 one shot that will turn into 2-shot as soon as I, have a schedule that's compatible with them. But, I did boast to them this morning. I was like, we run a high enough magic campaign. I'm pretty sure my group of 4 level 12s would give the level 17s a run for your money.
We kick their asses.
Well, and with their tactics, for sure. Jesus. That's another point entirely.
I'm gonna say like our campaign isn't really that high magic, honestly. It's not. We have some like a high magic campaign to me ends up with you running around with like, we'd have a bunch of +2 items, a bunch of like really ridiculous shit. Like we have some strong stuff, but nothing that seems really out of.
Don't you have a sunshine spell?
I do.
Oh, yeah. Can you not just sunshine him backwards into the river?
Okay, so first off, the spell is called Sunbeam. It shoots like sun in a line. It's
I think
not
I'm going to
like-
continue to call it sunshine just because it seems to have got under skin a little bit better. All right, I won't.
I could
Also,
feel the
there's-
glare coming through.
Good, yeah. I felt like it's been stared at.
There's the aforementioned issue of him just teleporting or batting away.
Yeah, I had a thought and I remembered a thing. I wanted to know if it was a true thing that I remembered or if I had made it up.
How does it work, the spell, anyway? Sunbeam.
I'll read it in a second.
That's the name of the spell. It's not a pet name for you.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure that he he has access to greater invisibility. Because I recall Halberd being attacked, but never being able to see his attacker.
Oh,
See
And
that?
that is the symptom. That is a symptom of greater invisibility.
Sunbeam. A beam of brilliant light flashes out of your hand in a 5-foot wide, 60-foot long line. Each creature in the line must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 68 radiant damage and is blinded until your next turn. On a successful
Right.
save, it takes half as much and isn't blinded. For the duration, a mode of brilliant radiance shines in their hand. It sheds bright light in 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. This light is sunlight.
that could be really useful from 60-foot line. Yeah, if he now if someone uses greater invisibility, it doesn't give them any immunity to anything, does it? Particularly.
No. Well, like we said
If
before, we do.
Sorcerer, wizard, bard, you can create such becomes invisible.
We should.
Means you get
Okay.
attacked.
Oh, question. Are there any like lamps or like lanterns or anything out here that would illuminate it during the night?
That big, huge campfire in front of Samuel.
Yeah.
If
Okay,
you,
okay, so
I was
hear
gonna
me out.
say here, I'll turn it to night so you can see what it would look like at night.
Well, no. What I was gonna say is let's go get a bunch of lanterns of revealing, put them on fucking sticks, so they make them look like they're just lanterns that we put up here. Remove the fire, and then we can shine the entire area and lantern of revealing, so he can't go invisible.
Oh right, okay. Cool.
That's a good idea. Really good idea.
I like the idea.
I concur.
Also, would we be able to get any of those rings or items that I proposed like a few weeks ago, Dale? The one that does silence.
Outside of the lanterns of
sticking
revealing,
around?
Okay, so I'm making a shopping list. We need a bunch of lanterns of revealing, and we also need fucking the talkie stones. We've been meaning to get those, and we just keep forgetting.
I think they have a proper official name. You know, they're not called talkie stones.
Yeah, the Rooney
Sending
stones.
You called them Rooney Rocks.
That's right, Rooney
God
Rocks.
damn.
Sending
And
all
you
it is is
fake made up names, right?
Joshua
Yeah.
was the one that was insisting that we call his spells by the correct names, and then all of a sudden he's giving it talkie stones this, talkie stones that. You know what I mean?
But here's the difference. I am emotionally attached to my spells. I could not give a shit what sending stones are actually called.
Apparently not, though.
Where is?
Sounds
I'm
like
trying to
a
find
brand
those
of
items.
cereal. They're magically delicious. Rooney Rocks.
Rooney Rocks.
There's the hobbling.
Oh, good. You left my fabric alone
Sounds
today.
like a good name of a film, actually. That
Yes.
sounds like next edition of The Purge.
You just go around breaking everyone's foot instead of killing them.
Yeah. There's a loophole in it where if you hobble someone first, you can purge them even when it's not purge time or something like that. Fuck knows. It's getting that thin anyway, isn't it, on their ideas?
I mean, the idea was pretty thin on the first one, and the fact they've made like 5 of them is like, holy cow.
Yeah.
Have they really made
Yeah,
that
I
many?
think the suspension
Mhm.
of disbelief is to go like, yeah, it's a ridiculous situation, but what would ordinary people do under those circumstances?
The Purge, the
would
Purge
die.
Anarchy, the Purge Election Year, the first Purge, the Forever Purge. Yeah, there's been 5 of them.
Yeah, I've
Jesus.
seen 3 of them.
The first Purge shows what normal people do. They just fucking party. Like, yeah, we're gonna go have a big old block party. And then the guys in charge are like, hey, they're not killing each other. What the fuck? Send some mercenaries in to start killing people. And then, all these normal people end up getting wrecked because it's fucking mercenaries with automatic weapons. What do you think's gonna happen
Yeah.
against unarmed folk?
Yeah.
Do you know how you sent that list to me, Albion? Hold on. Wait.
Via the internet.
Good
Yes.
point.
No, he used carrier pigeons.
Yeah.
It's 2021. How else would you send things?
Exactly.
I see the spells.
Let me look.
Carrier pigeons are clever, weren't they? Like a clever idea.
Oh, that's the wrong person to be searching. Are you talking about the ring or like the list of spells?
No, you said some items, but I'm looking for the items. I
Here,
see.
I'll pin it. I don't think I came up with a stat block for it, but I gave you the basic idea. There we go. I hope you can see my pins, because otherwise that would have been a fruitless endeavor.
Prefer endeavors that have fruit in them. Sorry.
No.
Basically,
Here we
it's a
go.
band of magically conductive metal or stone. Within it is etched. Sorry, it is etched with runes that consecrate a sphere of silence, centered on
Oh
the
yeah,
ring, 1 foot in
yeah. I
diameter.
remember we talked about this.
Yeah, so you put that on. You grapple spellcaster, and they can't use any spells that rely on verbal components or somatic components for that matter. So, fucking all of them, basically. Certainly. Well, and this is assuming that his bat ability thing relies on those, which is a pretty big if. There's also that wild goose chase gif I sent you. That is mesmerizing. Get fucked, you reporter ass bitch. Okay. Okay. Here, I'll put it in general for you guys to enjoy too.
Okay, so as I understand it, the plan is to lure Nose back to the tower. Or are we sticking outside?
If we lure him back to the tower, we will have the advantage of being
Everything.
able to see him. Yeah.
If you
So-
can't lure him back,
Yeah.
I think it depends on
assuming
how
we
much he
can't.
likes popcorn. I think we've established that.
So, assuming we can't lure him back to the tower, what's the plan then?
the lanterns are revealing, right? Is that the was
Actually-
that the honest idea?
I think that's an honest
Yeah.
idea. Like, if,
Yeah.
I actually also think what might be a decent idea is to have lanterns revealing along this bridge. Anyway,
Just
You know, when-
permanently? That's a good idea.
yeah. Just intermittently along the bridge.
Yeah, every 30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that'd be a lot of lanterns. That's a.
It would, wouldn't it, really? Yeah.
It'd be worth it though.
I mean, is it 30-foot radius or 30-foot circumference?
Great radius.
So it's less than every 30 feet then, because it goes 30 feet in each direction. So it'd be one every 60-ish feet.
That's true, yeah.
Well,
The
it's,
bridge is increasingly wide, and then we've got a problem.
it's invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they're in the lantern's bright light.
Hmm.
So we would want them to overlap.
How big is the bright light though?
30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. it's
So
every 60
having
feet.
one every having one on a side, it's 25 feet across. So having one one on a wall will go all the way across for that point.
So then at the other side, at like 25 feet later, you'd put another one, but on the other side, and you'd like.
You wouldn't have to go quite 25 feet. It's 25-foot radius. So that means, or 30-foot radius, which means.
Yeah,
you
that's
would
where I
go-
said 25 foot. You'd need it a bit closer, wouldn't you?
They need a little. You could go a little further. You go like every 29
Yeah.
because it's.
What if you really don't like the number 29? Could you do a different one?
28? Do you want it to be
Yeah.
27?
I mean, in theory, you could do exactly 30, where it's just never ending, because it's just. It's 30, like it's 30 feet from the center of the light in every direction.
Yeah.
That's how fucking radiuses work.
Basically, as long as they were reasonable, they were close enough
Oh,
to
now
cover-
someone knows geometry as well.
Like, yeah, math's great. Readings for squares. Fuck you.
Stay off of my fabric, you bastards! Knock it off! Ah.
But it's so soft.
Got intruders again.
Oh, don't look at me like that.
Cats are the best. They're little bastards, but they're the best.
Yes, they are.
Like, I know the voice, the sound of annoyance. I have that annoyance with my cat almost every night. Every night I'm getting ready to serve dinner, he gets on the table because he wants fed, and he knows that if he gets on the table, people will give him attention and maybe feed him. So every night I chase my damn cat off the table while I'm trying to finish cooking. Every night without fail.
Yep. Whenever I start doing any kind of food prep, it's just like 3 fucking goblins standing at my feet looking up at me like, where's ours?
Protection money. Where's that?
Yep. Is that cheese I smell? You better fucking hand some over or you're gonna pay for it in blood.
We don't give our cats human food, and like, oh god, our male cat does not really care about human food. Like, he wants to smell it, but he generally doesn't care. The only human food he's ever tried to eat is cheese. One of my friends was sitting there on the couch eating some brie and like some crackers or whatever, and she looks away for a second, turns back, and he's licking her cheese, and she just screams, "My cheese!" It's kind of sort of a meme in our house because it's the only time he's ever tried to eat human food is that scenario.
Yeah. I have one cat who doesn't really care what I'm doing, but the second she thinks that I'm making anything to do with cheese, she's just like, give me the cheese. And I don't generally give my cats human food.
I only give my dog human food. The cat has
Yeah, my
clawed
dog
up enough
is-
shit that I'm just like, no human food for you.
We do like, if we had a dog, we wouldn't give a dog human food either just because it's not particularly great for them, and it's
Yeah.
not awful for them, but it's really hard to balance a dog's diet when you give them human food, especially since a lot of the shit we eat has like way too much salt and other things that are bad for dog in large quantities in it.
Hmm.
Oh, so for reference, if you guys look, that's a 30-foot radius circle.
Up by Samuel?
Yes.
Oh my lord.
Well, I can't really
Also-
see it because it's dark. So
Yeah, hold on.
Ah.
Here, I put it near the fire now.
That's cool.
it's pretty big.
It is the radius of Fireball.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Nope.
You know
You're
what?
gonna
That
get
just
dirty
gave me an
cat
idea
paws all
for,
over my
like,
stuff.
a mounted magic
You're gonna
weapon.
get left.
I didn't catch what you said then, Johnson.
Oh, I was just mumbling to myself. That gave me an idea for another mounted magical weapon. So Harlan mentioned cannons to shoot fireball. What if you could like get a cannon or an apparatus rather that eats your spell slots every time you crank a lever? You know, like a generator, and it just fucking it's like a fireball Gatling gun.
That sounds oddly similar. I don't know if you guys have listened to any of Matt Colville's campaigns, but in the chain, they get this Illithid ship,
Yeah.
and
Omnium Tenebris.
yes, oh, it's so cool. Anyway, and they have these cannons on there that work by putting a person in the cannon, and the current person's life force is consumed, and the cannon fires.
Oh hell.
I have listened to all
Yeah.
of the chains, so I am familiar.
Oh,
And also, I'm glad he said. I was expecting to say, I don't know if you guys have read, and then I was going to be like, flaunting it again. But
It's all in that bullshit.
us educated folk out here. So the question remains, do we have a general plan for Nos?
okay, so lots of lanterns of revealing. Talk to him out here, drag him inside, or get him inside. A bunch more lanterns of revealing. Put him in a small room. Cast Wall of Force so he can't get out. Get him shackled. Drag him out into the sun in the morning. And provided we
Gonna
don't
help.
kill him before then, but yeah. I don't mean like
Yeah.
torture him, but like provided we don't have to kill him trying to shackle him, basically.
So you're no longer in favor of torture.
I mean, I was never really in favor of torture. I was just angry that he's a cock.
Hmm.
Did you say cock or cuck?
Cock.
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Now, is the second one his fetish? Because we don't kink shame. But I like that plan.
Yeah. Question is though, how do we keep him from turning into a bat and flying away, or using that to escape the shackles?
Well, he can't transform in the shackles, right?
No, he can't
Uh,
teleport in the shackles.
Well, we could put
Oh.
his arms behind his back, and he wouldn't be able to use somatic components, would he?
Yeah, but his
that's-
shape changing works in the same way that wild shape, so you don't need your hands or mouth or
I was afraid of that.
yeah.
So again, how do we keep him from turning into a bat, and then turning back into Nos, and then teleporting away or going invisible? That assumes he can teleport. I assume he would have teleported if he could.
That is a dangerous assumption to make.
That is a dangerous assumption to make.
Because since then, you have revealed that he is, at the very least, considerably older than he originally said. And with age, and him being a spellcaster, there's a certain amount of, I don't know, like mystery into how much ability he actually has. Like, is it possible that he wasn't going full force in the fight because he knew he was going to escape anyway, or like that line of questioning, just to again re-bring up points that have occurred since then.
So here's what I was thinking. We could put him in something very small. So even if he does shapeshift, we could catch him and put him in something that if he does shapeshift, he's just stuck in a metal box anyway. Understand what I'm saying? Like put him in a crate with no holes.
Crate training is a very effective training method.
And then if he tries to shapeshift out, well, what the fuck's he gonna do?
Wait a minute. What size is a bat?
Small, I believe.
Small or tiny? I want to say tiny, actually.
Yeah, you could be right. Tiny, yeah.
Fuck.
And I feel like that's even better. If we can get him inside, like just put him in a room where we have stuff to catch him in. Just like fucking catch him in, like as long as he can't go invisible, we can corner him and he turns into a bat, we put him in a tiny box and then just let him out into the sun.
But like it's tiny squeaky bat voice.
Oh no!
I was kind of thinking of the bat from Anastasia.
And of this and of that.
Yep.
Oh hey.
And I geek her.
So here's the question: would the alchemy jug count as running water?
While it's pouring, yes.
While you're asking this, Harlan puts down the alchemy jug that you see him drinking from, and you realize it's just full of mayonnaise.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Clearly, it should be Miracle Whip anyway.
Oh, but that's fucking disgusting. Fuck right off. Oh.
Mayo, 100% every time. Miracle Whip is a crime.
Miracle Whip's alright in certain circumstances.
Yeah, you fucking open it and pour it in the trash. You get that satisfying feeling of realize you stopped someone from eating that fucking devil fucking semen ripoff.
I mean, I guess you could use it as a lube substitute, but that would be about as close as you'd want to get to actually using it for anything.
So here's a question: we found Illithid bondage gear, and we took it with us. What's the skinny on that? A full body harness including manacles for the hands, ankles, collar for the neck, all connected by chain. I assume we would have had that identified at some point, because
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck, yo?
So, what's your question about it?
What does it do? Does it have any magical effects?
It prevents like psionic abilities. That's the main thing, because it's not like illithids are, extremely strong, but they have strong minds.
Are there any other?
Any other what?
I don't know. I'm really like racking my brain to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do.
I like the idea of getting him into the tower. I don't really like the idea of having him in our tower, but I mean, I get the purpose for it. Getting him into the tower, getting him, keeping him from turning invisible, trapping him. If he tries to turn into a bat to fuck off, he gets put in a box. And then we just let him go into the sunlight. Or like poke holes in the box and, put the box in the sunlight.
What do you think he will take radiant damage as a bat, though?
I mean, why wouldn't he? He's still a vampire. He's just a bat.
Sure, but he's. I don't know how wild shape works.
Yeah, I don't either.
What? So you're saying if he was a bat, he wouldn't take what damage?
Radiant.
I would have thought so.
I assumed he would. And if he doesn't,
We might get
well,
caught
how
up in
many times can you use your sunbeam spell per day?
Once.
Once per day. Damn. Oh wait, but it's
So-
active for like it works for a minute, right?
Correct.
So if he doesn't take radiant damage from direct sunlight as a bat, then we could keep him until nightfall, and then you could just, sunbeam him in a box in our tower.
Yeah.
We could also just submerge the box in water and just.
Oh yeah, that too.
There is also, again, thinking of the possibility of him being sneaky and whatnot. There is also the possibility that he won't show up. Correct?
Yes. There's a possibility he
I'll
won't
tell
show
you
up.
what.
There's a possibility he won't show up alone.
If he doesn't show up after we've spent an hour and a half of real time talking about it, I will be very frustrated.
Be a bee. I'm a bee. I'm a bee.
Well, the good news is someone will show up.
Yeah. Going back to that point about radiant damage as a bat, are you working on the theory that if he turns into a bat, therefore he takes on the stats of a bat?
Yes. And
Right.
is no longer
Because
counted
that,
as undead.
yeah, I've got a feeling that even though I don't think that's, I think it's one of those. Well, it's not so much raw against rules as intended, but it's one of those. The mechanics dictate it rather than your expectations of what a vampire should be.
Yeah.
Because if you'd ever watched a vampire movie, ever, which everyone has, and all a vampire ever had to do was turn into a fucking bat to escape sunlight, then it really would never have been you know what I mean? Every vampire movie ever would be ruined immediately, about halfway through. So I think the mechanics are probably dictating that, but I don't know whether they do. Seems a
Maybe
shame
they're
if it
just
does.
stupid.
You are sorry.
Pardon me, I said maybe they're just really stupid.
What, vampire movies or the people who made the game?
The vampire.
Oh, vampires are stupid. Oh yeah, I saw so. But I thought they were supposed to be intelligent.
I mean, to a degree.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm intelligent to a degree, but I'm also dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't mean to suppose that you're dumb as fuck. That's not what I meant. What I meant is to suppose there's potential. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh my god, I insulted myself and you agreed with me. My
I
feelings are
didn't
so
mean to.
hurt.
That was me, but that was me being dumb as fuck by accidentally agreeing. I didn't mean to agree.
Do you think that maybe vampires have their own Trump that they voted for? They're like, wow, we're fucking stupid.
Maybe.
Our own Brexit, all that bullshit. Well, again, like how, assuming he shows up, how, I don't know, it feels flimsy. Like, oh, we'll just catch him, put him in a box as a
Yeah,
bat.
it's crazy. Yeah, but this is the thing. We've spent all of our time deciding what we're going to do with him once we've actually got him pliable. You know what I mean? Oh, we'll put him in shackles, we'll put him in a box, we'll do this, we'll do that. We don't really know what we're going to do when he actually turns up to get to that point, do we?
Somehow schmooze him into coming into the tower. And
It's back to the trail of popcorn.
no, just be like, look, you should see all the renovations we did. It looks so nice now. I mean, it's so nice inside.
Yeah, like, why don't you come inside and we can talk about this?
We've got the
Instead of being
comfiest
out in the
coffin.
open.
We could have a lie down.
Yeah, exactly.
Casket. Not coffin.
I think that maybe the best approach might be to start with him showing up and seeing how that progresses in the moment, or see if he does show up. As far as like the luring, capturing, and that's just a thought. Well, one based on time, and two based on, like that plan's ever changing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the plan does also kind of go a little kaputsy if you can't get him back to the tower, correct?
Yeah.
No, we still have the dimensional shackles.
Yeah, you still
Oh,
have the
no,
dimensional shackles.
And one of us could bring a box, or at the very least, like a cape, just a blanket to snatch him up in. Like, I got the little bastard.
I have my dragon skin cloak.
Oh, just to throw over him.
Yeah. You know, like you would a net. Just
I can just see
use a
the little
sheet.
bat.
Is there a creature that's a natural? Is there a creature that's a natural predator of a bat? I don't think there is.
all kinds of
Spiders.
critters. Yeah, spiders.
What? Spiders? Spiders eat bats.
Some
And
spiders, yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
yes.
The
And birds.
bird-eating spiders. Goliath bird-eating spiders.
Oh right.
The ones that are the size of a small dog.
Ooh, right.
Ugh.
Owls, hawks, snakes, and some spiders eat bats.
Yeah, but they can't really hunt them down, though, can they?
Whoa. What if I turned
they
into
do.
a bird and ate him?
That's what I
Mm.
mean. I'm thinking something that would naturally, like, that is naturally got the skill set to just go, oh, you're a fucking bat. Well, look at me, and he's going to go, oh shit, and turn, maybe not shout, oh shit, because he'd be in bat form at the time. I don't know if he could, but do you know what I mean? He'd go, hey, like that, do a little poo, and then turn back into a vampire.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure flamethrowers are natural predators of bats. Just saying.
Humans are an unnatural predator of bats.
Mm.
He turns a bat. How does he lick his lips and say, "Oh, I'm gonna eat that ass now"?
Oh.
He's gonna turn back to bat, like, hold the fuck up, back it up a bit.
Whoa,
What do you
whoa,
mean by eat that ass? And then he gets shackled.
wait. I think a natural predator of bats then is Ozzy Osbourne. So that's the real suggestion
Oh
here.
yeah. So can Harlan turn into Ozzy Osbourne?
No, I don't do enough coke.
And or Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper had a thing about bats as well, rumours it.
Did he eat a bat too?
No.
Oh, I don't
So
think either of them
Ozzy-
did. I think it was just
Ozzy-
one of those like rumor things, wasn't it? But
So
yeah, he did. He was one of the.
Ozzy Osbourne never ate a bat. Someone threw a bat on stage and he bit its head off. He thought it was like a plastic bat, so that's why he did it. But it was a real life bat.
Ah.
Yeah, he regretted that. Course of
Sad.
action.
Poor bat.
Yeah, well.
Shouldn't have been there.
Why the fuck would you throw a bat on stage? Like that's the
Because you're mentally ill.
Ka-chow!
Yeah, there was a football match in Spain a few years ago where someone threw a pig's head onto the pitch in a protest or something. And I read the story and thought, why would you do that? And then I thought, how the fuck would you get it into the stadium? Like, what checks are they doing? Like, it's not. I mean, it's a fully modernized, you know what I mean? Like world with police outside and proper gates and tickets, etc. And you've got a fucking a pig's head into the stadium. How have they done that? Anyway, that's a football match, and nobody bit it. Right. So have we come to some sort of a plan or not?
I think
The
Dale's
plan-
right. I think Dale's right. We should get him here and just kind of play it by ear. And like, okay, so what we need to do is not just bum rush into it when we get him here, talk through everything as it happens.
I think we need the opposite of a safe word, as in, right, it'll be dialogue, and as dialogue fails, like, if we have to fight, there should be some signal. Because otherwise, one of us will jump the gun. Do you know what I mean?
I do think we should definitely do the lanterns of revealing though, regardless. Just for the future, we're gonna want those. So
Oh, absolutely, I do, yeah. But you know what I mean? I think we should go like somebody should give the nod. Somebody should be sort of give the nod if we're gonna.
okay, it's not Hal Bjorn.
Dang
No,
it!
that's-
I was
went to
just about to support him.
Yeah, I
No, that's
that was
hurt-
what
that's-
I wasn't saying.
That's hurtful, guys.
Hal Bjorn is the safe word.
Yeah, but it won't hurt you that much because you've got like 1 million hit points. So
I do.
yeah,
It's great.
even if it's hurt you 1 hit point worth, it won't really matter in the grand scheme.
So then,
Oh,
can
no.
we agree to start at night? And imagine that everywhere I can put a couple more lights up, but anywhere in the light is Lantern of Revealing, and we
Sure.
can worry about costs
I was
later
gonna say,
on and stuff like that.
That's my only question. What is this actually going to cost us? Is this actually feasible?
No, and I mean, I looked. It's minor. It's a minor object, uncommon. So I mean, we're talking about like, like for a bulk amount. And I don't know. We'd have to figure out numbers and stuff. But I would think for a bulk amount. I mean, we're looking at maybe maximum to cover. I don't know. Let's say like 10,000 square feet.
Be about 300 of them.
Yeah. So we're looking at, I don't know, like fifth. I think that's like, what was I thinking for number 6?
It's square feet and not raw footage. Oh, it'll be even smaller because each one covers like 900 square feet, right? So pi r squared is the area of a circle. So radius squared is 900 times pi.
Well, it wouldn't be okay. So it wouldn't be. It would be. I think that'd be raw footage because the bridge is like 25 feet across by 2 miles. So at the very least, you'd have to have.
You need one every 30 feet for 2 miles. So you're looking at 10,400 feet divided by 30. So 300 in some of them.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking somewhere in the region of between 12 and 15,000 to cover that much area.
Could we have just made that as a part of our deal with Cassandra and her revamping the
And definitely
tower for us?
yeah, and that's an excellent suggestion as well. You know, like, hey, can we have these supplies? We're going to do this on the outside because we know you guys are just doing stuff on the inside. Yeah, I think that's also an equally valid solution. Instead of paying for them being like, hey, Cassandra, we need this too. Yeah,
Makes
I think
sense.
that's fine.
We love you. You love us. Please give us these things.
We're best friends.
Was
Now I just want a business making lanterns of revealing. Like I feel like
Right?
Okay, let's do this. Okay. So that area that now is light for you guys, correct?
Yes. Very bright. Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
So, but there is still, like you guys can see, there are shadows still, like of the buildings and stuff like that. So it's not that you guys are seeing daylight. You guys are seeing a light, you know, lights from lanterns. Not that
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
you know, important, but I just want to, I just want to make sure you guys are seeing it correctly as I'm seeing it. So where do you guys stand? Because I have this shit all prepped.
well, we probably want to spread out. We probably don't want to stack.
What? Clump up, guys. Clump up. Is it just the four
mean-
of you? Is anyone else with you?
We should probably have Ciela and we should have all of our boys with us right now. And our gal.
I'm gonna.
Alistair and Ciela, and I mean potentially.
Isn't Alistair not here?
Alistair's here. Alistair's back at this point.
What about Yellowbeard?
Yellowbeard's also back. If
Yeah,
you
we should have
guys are
those two as
gonna,
well.
if you guys are gonna all run them, that's fine. But I want to be 100%
I-
clear. There's enough for me to do without running characters.
I
Because
will
I'll
run
drop them all,
Alistair.
no problem. CL's, I mean, that's almost second nature at this point, I assume. Fucking fuck. This is why and there's at least one F-bomb I feel like dropped every single session, so that's why I always have to mark the YouTube videos not safe for kids.
Dude, I drop at least like 30 F-bombs a session. I don't.
I think some of the topics that we've covered as well, might be entirely suitable for younger children.
Nah, it's fine. Besides,
Mm.
fucking
We're
The,
gonna
the
learn 'em
chicken
anyway.
fucking pedophiles.
Oh God,
What
yeah,
the
I
fuck
forgot.
did I miss out on?
I've never actually made the connection between the things that we discuss and then the fact that it's recorded.
There is a record. We are
Yeah.
all in trouble.
I'm Jeff.
Fucking hell, we're probably getting investigated right now.
It's okay.
Something. Yeah.
This is the United States. We don't care about white nationals.
Yeah.
See, and now they're gonna stop listening to us.
I'm like, oh, ew, gross. Let's go find some minorities to spy on.
Yeah, we're definitely good now. God, America sucks.
It really does. America, fuck yeah.
Okay, so I have Alistair up here. The question, I guess, is the Yellowbeard a yay or a nay?
Has he
mm,
shrunk?
No.
He's gotten tiny, yeah.
Yellow doesn't look very big either.
Fuck, I gotta fix it.
Also,
think from-
I don't have access to him.
Okay, I'm gonna fix it. That's because it's not selected as that token right now for whatever reason.
Ah, there we go. Yeah,
Because he's teeny
he's-
tiny.
he's so small. Mhm.
Has he had something? Has he had some spell cast on him?
he took a. He thought he was taking penis growth pills, and instead they just shrunk him completely.
Oh shit! What?
No, since okay, so a lot of the pictures that I've used are from the have been imported. So a lot of my shit's fucked up right now. I relied too much on illegal technology.
Oh,
TLDR, shit's fucked you.
What the fuck is this? I haven't even gotten to this in forever. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play with this a bit. Interesting. Okay. Do you have Halbjorn, can you get it? Everyone should be able to get into Alistair now.
Ah, yes. Yes.
So we got Alistair, we got Samuel, we got Halbjorn, we got CL, we have Harlan, we have Aelin.
Yeah.
6 good? You feel secure enough with your 6 people?
No.
No.
Before we do anything, shouldn't we make sure everybody's? I know we already we've not had combat for about 1 million years, so we're all 100% on all of our resources, aren't we?
Yes.
That was a long-winded way of saying what I meant.
Everyone got their shit.
Everyone got the shit together, yeah.
CL is good.
Level plus charisma mod. Also, here's a cool thing. Everybody now gets 14 temporary hit points instead of 13.
That's
Cool.
gaming.
You're fucking welcome. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because that's an extra 4 hit points across the 4 of us. Plus, I mean, that could make the difference. Let's face it.
Potentially. It's all thanks to us finally leveling up.
Yeah.
You guys took
Yeah.
much longer to kill the Lich than I expected. In my defense.
Dude, there was a lot of fucking social repercussions to everything we did.
You're not wrong. But your character is of a higher level, so you affect things on a bigger spectrum.
Did you say it's 14 hit points?
Yeah.
From great power comes great responsibility. Please don't sue me, Disney.
Too late. They heard. They're on their way. Run.
The video probably just goes silent just for that little bit. It'll be muted, won't it? There'll be a fucking algorithm, won't there, that just goes with great. Please don't sue me.
No, they've got a fucking satellite about to launch a drone strike on your ass.
Okay, so everyone's good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Is everyone set up where they want to be?
I don't know. I don't really know where we should. I'm gonna go there.
Are we all good?
What are we anticipating here? Hang on a minute. What are we anticipating? We're expecting
Him to
there be
come
a
by
conversation,
himself.
aren't we? Him to come by himself, and then we're expecting who's going to initially somebody's going to talk to him and try and lure him down into the what's it called, into the tower. Is that correct?
The sex dungeon, yeah.
The sex dungeon, okay, and/or tower. So
You say
If
tomato,
that-
I say tomato.
yeah, if that goes wrong, therefore, it seems daft for us all to, because even if we get involved in a fight, we kind of want to force him down that way, don't we? Would it make sense for us to force him onto the bridge?
You could try to, yeah.
Or would that be more that might not actually help us because we'd be, but yeah, that might not help us. Like how we what I'm suggesting is how we better sort of spreading out, like, and kind of almost hiding some of us, type of thing. And then maybe just two of us be here to have the initial conversation or what have you. So two of the more reasonable people. Do you know what I mean? And then if it goes wrong, we can sort of swoop in and start fighting, and we're all in a circle. I don't really know. I'm just trying to think if there's some plan.
Well, and also, remember the tower is a stronghold in the sense that, like, if shit starts to fall apart, which God forbid it does, then you can always retire, like go back to the tower, and then you have tactical advantage yourselves.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, so we could run away down the bridge.
I don't
Have
know.
we got any
I
of the
don't know.
spells from the tower that we can use?
Well, for sure, right offhand, we know all rituals.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I think we should just let it happen then.
Tis time.
So here's the question: if I ritual cast water walk on myself, or water walking, or whatever the fuck it's called, would I be able to kneel on the water, or would it only affect like the bottom of my feet?
It depends. Are you going into the Superman pose where you put your head on your forehead?
No, basically, I'm just gonna like kneel on one knee and hold somebody under the water.
Oh no, I think that would work there.
Okay.
Can Samuel hide up a tree?
Yeah, for sure.
Just because he's nervous and for some reason he's got it in his head about that hiding up trees is a good idea.
Well,
to
he's a
get an
fearless leader. That's clearly what you do if you're a fearless leader.
It's no, look, being brave is being brave enough to do the things that need to be done regardless of ridicule. So this is brave. It's the bravest thing I've done probably. Tied up this tree. And the more you mock me, the braver I am.
Sure, that is probably the bravest thing you've done.
You call me a coward? Saying that hiding up a tree.
That's the nice way of putting it. Yeah.
Oh. Samuel's going to bravely hide up a tree.
He's surveying the area.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Looking down at his troops.
Okay.
And, to try and look a bit more battle ready, I'm going to hold a knife between my teeth. It won't be used. It's just to look a bit more. Do you know what I mean? As I'm climbing up the tree.
So
I'm chopping down coconuts, to be honest. Anyway,
nightfall comes, and you guys are gathered out here, kind of out in your tower. Samuel is up in the tree scouting. You have
branches up his ass.
you have Harlan over by like a merchant store that's closed. You have Cielo on the opposite side. Aylin's in between the fire and the fountain. You have Halbjorn and Alistair who are back on the bridge.
For the record, Harlan has just been sort of sitting there drinking from the jug of mayonnaise for most of the day. You know in cartoons or like movies, they'll show someone who's like clearly just like, they've got like food running down their face and it's like all over their shirt. That's kind of how Harlan looks, except it's just mayonnaise.
That is so gross.
There's
You mean
no
Miracle Whip,
I
though?
loathe you right now.
No, it's mayonnaise.
So as dusk, turns into night, you see this figure start to come into the light. And lo and behold, you see Nos. He's alone. he's walking, towards you guys. He's on this side of the fountain. You guys are looking for his token. And he comes and he sees you guys, and he stands over about like here, and he says, like, I've came as promised.
Perfect. Want some mayonnaise?
He says, "No, I don't really, eat anything except for large red ironous liquid."
So then Harlan just birches loudly. He goes, "Fine, more from me."
And he goes on to say, he says, like, I've gone away to my own place, like, and he asks, have you heard any trouble? Have you heard that I've caused any problems? Have you heard these stories of how I've gone off and, like, became a a war chieftain? Like, almost, I wouldn't say aggressively, but definitely passive aggressively. He's just like, I've done everything you guys have asked, essentially. Like, am I free to go? Can we just end this charade, part our separate ways? You picked the lesser of two evils, so let's move on with our decisions and live our lives.
You
don't
don't live a life. You're undead. You are not alive. You want to live your unlife. Let's be clear here.
I want to unlive my unlife.
No, well, that's two negatives making a positive. So Clark said, I'm over a tree. Sorry.
Did you
Okay.
just tell him that you're up a tree?
I'm just imagining fucking Samuel like lifting his hand to make this point and then like almost falling, like scrabbling to
Yeah.
stabilize.
Oh, bring it all! Nearly dropping his knife out of his mouth as he speaks.
Hey, so we would have cast that telepathy spell, right? So we can communicate with each other.
Sure.
Okay. Well, Halbjorn's just gonna start walking towards Nose. He's gonna put a ping out. Okay, who's got the bag ready?
What bag?
Oh my god. The bag to contain him when he turns into a bat.
That okay.
Bag, cape, net, it really doesn't matter.
Okay.
Aelin has the cloak.
Yeah, I'm getting a phone call. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. So Aelin's got the cloak. That answers your question, Halbjorn.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What was the safe word again? Or the go word?
We didn't agree on one.
We forgot to agree on one.
God fuck it. It's
The
kumbaya.
agreement- No,
That's
the agreement
kumbaya.
was-
We needed one.
The agreement was Halbjorn doesn't get to know what it is.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah. But he won't know whether we've said it or not. Then.
He'll have to confer by actions.
Yeah,
Well,
which
in
is
that
not
case-
great.
In that case, he's gonna cast enlarge on himself.
Can't believe we spent an hour and a half talking about this and then we didn't agree on a word.
I can.
Well, yeah, actually.
Right up our alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna cast enlarge on himself, and he's going to attempt to grapple Nose, so we can put the shackles on him.
Oh, he's going straight at it. All right. I like this.
Well,
No pleasant conversation, nothing. Just
no safe word means go,
God damn it.
and that sounded a lot better in my head. Oh my god.
That sounds pretty rapey.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we're
Just
definitely
a
getting
spit.
investigated.
So grapple is
I believe it's
against what?
athletics. Athletics versus his athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
And I will be making mine at advantage since I have enlarged myself. I've taken the enlargement pills.
I
Yeah.
do you have the shackles?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. I guess I'm gonna come down here next to you.
I assume that attaching the shackles would be part of the grapple, right?
Yeah. Would restraining someone be part of the grapple?
They are restrained upon being grappled. Let me check my character sheet. So I have all the conditions there.
Fucking fuck. Stop, you stupid roll 20.
Becomes 0. Cannot benefit bonus speed. Condition is that the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends. No, they're not. Weird. You think that grappling someone would
Restrain them.
automatically restrain them? Yeah. Elemental P restrained. Yeah, that's fucking weird. Okay, then let me look up how grapples work so I can be clear on this.
You have to have the grappler feat in order for it to count as restraining.
Oh, weak.
Wait, hold on, maybe.
Pardon me.
I have grapple.
You have. Oh, you do?
I do.
You have the
All right,
grappler
well then.
feat.
You have the grappler feat?
Don't I? Isn't that it?
You
See,
have
the target of your
a
grapple must be no more than one size larger than you. Grappled creature can use its action to escape. Dex, moving a grappled creature.
that just sounds like normal grapple. But you might have a Battlemaster feature that has like a grappling effect to it.
Okay.
Okay, then how about Aelin has the shackles, and she will attach them to the vampire,
It's an ambush.
assuming that he fails his check.
I have a grappling strike.
He did fail his check.
Okay, so now he is. Assuming Aelin puts the dimensional shackles on him, he cannot
Yep.
teleport out. He's also restrained. Halbjorn's also going to use the rope of climbing. I close the bag, of course. Yeah, we're just going to tie this bitch up while he's shackled.
Okay. So Nos is shackled and tied up, still in vampire form. He's shocked, fuming, and whispering something under his breath.
And
Um,
Halbjorn's going to clap his hand over his mouth like, none of that.
Is this something I would recognize as a spell?
It is something you would recognize as a spell, but you wouldn't recognize like what spell it is. Maybe
Who's
you
gonna
might. I was gonna say you might recognize like characteristics of the spell.
I'm gonna
Or
cast counterspell at the 5th level.
okay. So as far as like you didn't see an effect from him whispering a spell under his breath. So maybe you, I don't know how to narrate that. You didn't see an
Halbjorn-
effect of a spell. I'm not going to tell you whether or not you're, like you don't have to roll. That's not what I'm saying. Like there's not a DC you're gonna have to roll against. I'm just not gonna tell you whether or not it's countered. It is countered because you didn't. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
No, because either it's countered because of how counterspell works, or I have to make a roll. Those are the two options.
So It's countered, but you don't know what the effect was to begin with.
Okay, that makes sense. So, like, I counted the
Yes.
spell, but I don't know what he was casting.
Correct. That's what I'm looking for.
And after the counter spell, Halbjorn's going to take another length of rope and tie his fucking mouth shut. Just like under his jaw, above his head, around his eyes. Make a nice little fucking knot. So he's going.
Cut his tongue out.
That's barbaric. And also something I wish I thought of.
Can you untie the knot, or is it one of those knots where you pulled it a bit too tight and you go, oh, fuck, I can't get my fingers under it?
Oh yeah, he accidentally pulled it too tight. Oh no, whoops a daisy. Real sorry about that, bud.
So you've grappled him, restrained him, and given him some sort of bit.
It's a little bit easy.
What's the next plan? Samuel, that's a weird comment to make.
What?
It's a bit easy.
It is a bit easy.
It's just, hang on, I'm shouting this across the square. Is it not just a bit easy? Hang on, I'm coming over there. And then he goes, and then he goes, clock, 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 all the way back over.
I'm gonna cast detect magic with my ring. I
Right.
want to know if this is actually him, because this not him. Like, did he disguise someone? Is this someone?
Okay, so hold on. I need to read.
Yeah, is he
detect
wearing
magic.
little wooden fangs that are in his mouth? He's not just on his way to a Halloween party.
Is this an illusion?
You can see a faint aura around any creature object that bears magic. So, yes, I would say you definitely see a faint aura around Nos, his entire body.
So we're assuming it's him.
No, that just means there's some sort of spell effect on him. We don't know.
Well,
what it
what's
is.
something that a vampire is definitely immune to, and let's just fucking hit him with that.
Or we could just spell magic on him.
Yeah, I think the spell magic is the play.
Can we not just pour some water on him? Stick his head in that what's it called?
Fountain?
That fountain. Yeah.
Okay, why not even go that far? Just open your fucking water flask and pour some water on him. Why move him?
I just thought it was a bit more dramatic, but go on. All right. Yeah, we'll just pour some water on his head.
So you pour water on his head, and he burns.
Oh god. All right. So we can safely assume he's a vampire then.
You know at this point that there is magic all over his body and that he burns from you putting water on him. I don't know if it's safe to assume that he is a vampire at this point. I just want to set our expectations low.
Could be a witch.
What is there anything else that's definitely vampirish?
I think maybe you could assume in the moment he is a vampire.
But which
Maybe.
vampire?
Yeah, we don't know if he's the. We know he's not a decent chap. Anyway, don't we? We know he's not.
Right.
Not one of. Yeah.
So we
not one of the good ones.
could dispel magic him.
Sounds like a plan.
So, Harlan, what's your range with that? Or does someone else have detect magic or dispel magic? Sorry. Oh man. You guys can see
Dispel
me
magic
behind
has
this.
a range of 120 feet.
Yep.
You're excited about something, and I don't
Oh
fucking like it.
Okay, so you're within range then, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
like 70 feet away or something.
So you need to make a ability check using your spellcasting ability.
So a wisdom. Let me read it 1 second. It's just a d20 plus my wisdom mod. 23.
So obviously that clears all levels. So you dispel the magic on him, and there is sort of like this explosion, I guess I would say. Not a like concussive force or you're gonna take damage for being too close to it or something, but more like when a Pokemon evolves into its higher form. And in this particular case,
Ooh.
this is what comes out.
Well, what the hell is that?
You see before you a large undead soldier looking person, and I do mean large in both the big sense and also in the stat sense, as in he is a large creature. Quickly breaking your binding, except for the shackles, which grow in size with him. Like they're fine, but he has gotten out of all of the rest of your binding by all forms. And hold on. A secondary magical thing happens, and I do mean magical this time. Where is the stat block? There we go.
I think I actually have a soundbite for Pokemon leveling up. Hang on.
That's something I never got. I was too old for Pokemon.
So
Never too late to start.
a ripple of energy, this time actual energy, shoots out from this night creature. Every creature within 30 feet must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. DC is 18.
Sorry, is this a line spell?
No, this is a pulse, I guess is how I would say
Oh,
it.
gotcha.
As in
Creature within 30
the
feet.
necrotic wave kind of pulse.
Did I mention that I was going back up that tree? The one sensible fucking thing I did before this started. Constitution saving throw.
Yep, DC 18.
Indomitable. I'm dealing with this
Yeah.
shit.
Woohoo!
Everyone passed but Halbjorn.
Constitution.
The guy with the maxed out Constitution. Yeah, that's cool. I'll be back. Let's go piss.
Constitution in your face.
So, okay.
Even my secondary roll passed that.
At least twice as good as Halbjorn, because none of his did.
Yep. Oh, he's not listening.
So, Aelin and Halbjorn, you'll take 19 points of thunder damage, and then 17 points of necrotic damage. And you and Halbjorn are knocked prone. Samuel, you take half the damage and are not knocked prone.
I take half
So
the
19.
damage,
Yeah, because you passed your save.
even though I was absolutely Billy Big Bollocks and passed it twice, effectively. Okay. How much is it? So it's 19, it's 10, isn't it then?
Well, I
It's
was gonna
round up.
say total
round.
amount is 36. So 18
18.
works.
My fault.
No, you're
So how
fine.
much damage do I take?
36. 19 points of
Ow.
thunder damage, 17 points of necrotic damage, and you and Aelin are knocked prone.
Wow.
Why is Aelin knocked prone? I'm confused.
She also failed the save.
She used Indomitable. She had a 19. You said it was
Oh
18.
shit, I didn't hear her say that. I'm sorry, Aelin, I'm sorry. Aelin, you're not knocked prone.
Thank you. And I take half the damage, which is
Yes. 18.
Thank you.
And now
So how have you used up his own Indomitable on that as well?
I sure did, and I still failed it.
Peak Halbjorn.
and
Fuck, dude.
so now I would say roll initiative.
So here's the question I have, and you may not want to answer this right now because was this Nos the entire time? Is this how Nos always was, and we just didn't know it, or is this something else?
This does not
We wouldn't know
appear
that.
to be Nos.
I didn't think so.
No.
Big scaredy cat.
Big scaredy cat. You're not wrong about that.
So we have hunting to do after this is over.
But the list of bad guys we need to kill is getting longer and longer.
That's why we need goons.
Hello with a fucking 5.
Isn't killing things is part of the fun in D&D? If we start to outsource it, it's
Well, it's not that killing things isn't part of the fun of D&D. It's that we don't literally not enough hours in the day to kill all the people we have to kill.
turns into a job, doesn't it? I suppose. Oh fucking hell! Gotta go and kill some people. It's like The Sims. Did any of you ever play The Sims?
Yes.
One of the most pointless game in the world. As a break from your real life, let's go and play a virtual real life. It just seems absolutely ridiculous.
Virtual real life? You mean
Yeah,
virtual torture simulator? Because that's what The Sims basically is.
Exactly.
If and I don't have an initiative button on this, is that a dex save or just a dex check?
Dexterity
check.
check.
Okay. So I'll put his in just a second. I need to pull up this one too.
Oh wow, Alistair with the big fucking.
Yeah, look at him go.
Alistair's gaming.
He's ready.
Where is he? Oh, he's all the way over there, so it's going to take him 20 minutes to catch us up.
No, he's just gonna peep you. I'm pretty sure that's how he's supposed to be played. God, it's been a while. Alistair. Bioinfo. Guide to Alistair. Very helpful.
Oh, and there's
Just-
Ciela. Ciela's hiding behind the turn order thing on my board.
Open yet another fucking tab. Oh, too many. Oh.
So, Alistair, you are first.
Okie doke. Alistair is unable to reach. What's his movement? Unable to reach. Well, he's just gonna scoot on over here. Go yeet. Wow, these bricks are fucking me up right now. And then he's just going to Eldritch Blast this Suckaduck.
Okay.
Sucker. Let's see. He can do Oh, hang on. Sorry, guys.
Oh god.
Okay, he's going to use his Crimson Right as a bonus action. Never mind, because he's... Fuck's sake. He's gonna pop off 3 of these. At this
Awesome.
boy. And then let's look at his Hemocraft dies.
The first one hits. The second two do not.
Oh boy. Well, that's his
And
turn.
it doesn't look like he took as much damage as you would like.
So then he's
Did you give
resistant.
him force resistance like a fucking monster? Are you a monster?
No. Not force specific resistance. No, I'm not that
I
mean.
would say. Well, the only reason I ask is the other
Magical
damage is
weapon
the other.
resistance?
Well, the other damage is 1, which you can't round down. It's still 1. It's a minimum of 1, so there's no way he could have taken less damage unless he resisted force. Oh,
What?
wait. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong hit. I'm dumb. Sorry.
Well,
I was looking. That's usually the last hit first. The last hit, not the first hit. And I'm like, how could he have taken less damage than that unless he resisted force? But just me being dumb.
yeah, there's 2 different
Yeah.
types.
Yeah. No.
He
I
didn't-
was
he
just. I was just looking at the
Uh.
last hit and not the first hit was the problem.
The fire or cold is for the Hemocraft die, and I did not do that.
Oh, okay.
So all he took was force damage.
So then, never mind. Retract that comment.
He takes no damage, or he takes full damage.
He looks like he takes full damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
He looks
thanks for the
like
meta knowledge.
No problem. You've narrowed it down to 2 types that probably aren't going to affect an undead. I wonder which one of those 2 it probably is.
Oh, definitely fire.
Samuel? It's you. Unless, Alistair, you have something else.
No, I'm gonna read over him again.
Okay.
I'll go around there and attack him, I suppose. Have I got advantage? I'm trying to get into the advantage position.
You'd have to go all the way around behind him because Halbjorn's prone right now.
Oh, fuck a duck. And so's Aelin.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not.
No,
Oh,
Aelin's
Aelin's
not.
is it? Right. Okay. So it's so as long as it's a bit hard to. I can't quite see where the squares start and end. There we go. It's sort of part way across. Right. Okay. So I'm going to attack 3 times with. Is it 3 or 4? I can't remember now. It's been that long since we. So I've got advantage. Once with my +1 whip, and I'm going to have to roll a d6, aren't I?
Yes. And if I remember 5 correctly, it's not going to be good for you.
I'm going to double check. I've not got it open because.
I think it's necrotic.
I think it's necrotic too.
If
Oh,
it's
it's poison.
necrotic. No?
5's
Oh.
poison.
Oh,
6
okay.
is necrotic. It's cold, fire, lightning, acid, poison, necrotic.
Poison's also not
Oh,
great for you. Most undead are
yeah.
immune to
I was
poison.
going to say.
Yeah, it's not. But anyway.
Okay. So, out of your 4 attacks.
Oh, hold on. As well, hang on. Sneak attack. So if I had advantage. First level, you don't strike. Once per turn, you could deal an extra 1d6 damage to a creature you hit with an attack. If you have advantage. So I can roll 1d6 to get some slight extra damage.
Yes.
As long as you have advantage on it, isn't it?
Yeah, and you do have advantage, which is good because naturally, the +1 whip would have been your only hit, except for so when when you use your whip, your +1 whip. So the Dragon Tail, this 28 hits him. But when you use your +1 whip, he uses the chains that you have bound him in to parry your whip, adding a large amount to his AC.
Well, that's no fair.
So your 9
So I've done,
your 9 points
So
of
does it-
slashing damage plus the 4 has effectively done you 13.
okay.
And not as a reaction. Yep.
He's still bound with the shackles, right?
Yes. He just
Would
used
he-
them to parry.
With his arms behind his back?
No. No, I think in the way how I imagined him like going from Nos to the other form would have put the shackles in the front, I guess. Maybe that's a false assumption. But hold on. Hold on.
He does not break those shackles.
No,
a
I
lot of
think
money
you're
for
right.
those.
I don't think he'd be able to parry. Okay. So, +1 whip also helps. His natural ability, though, the other two aren't going to help.
Yeah.
He does, however, yell out, and he says, "Rise, my legion." Yeah.
What knows could undead being that's more powerful for him to come fight us? I don't.
Oh, see that was going back to the whole thing, because luckily you rolled really high, or you would have found out that this was a character that had been true polymorphed.
Right, but how did he get him to come here? More my point.
Oh, no. I'm saying that Nos had the ability to true polymorph this one.
I get what you're saying. I'm saying, how did Nos convince this guy to come here?
Oh, I mean, obviously Nos is more powerful than he is.
Don't buy it.
I buy it.
My fucking laptop's just shut down.
Oh no.
So, he calls out to his legion. Harlan, you now have friends. And Aelin, it's now your turn.
Oh my goodness. So
Fucking spooky scary skeletons.
I guess I'm gonna hit him a whole bunch of times, hopefully.
Okay, so you did hit him quite a few times. I think every time. Dang.
Because of advantage, right?
Because of advantage. Thank God for advantage. I mean, you only would have had one less if you didn't hit him with advantage.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at here? We're looking at 10, 18.
And then I could use one of my I would like to well, no, I don't think I want to do that. Unless if I expend one of my superiority die and do a trip attack and try and knock him prone, can I pick the direction he falls over? Because I don't want him to land on either of my two companions.
I mean, I think mechanically and 5e, he just falls straight down.
Oh,
Okay.
heaven if he falls on me, little bitch.
So does that answer your question?
I think so. Yeah. All right. So if I wanted to do that would be a 10, which gets added to my attack roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can read. So when I hit a
Wow.
creature with a weapon.
Everyone
Sorry.
everyone rubbing it in today.
Hey, you know, I'm actually quite good at teaching. If you really want some help and trying to figure this shit out, I'd be very happy to help you. I add my superiority die to the attack's damage roll, and if the target is large or smaller, it must make a strength saving. So, okay, so then I have to roll a 10 to add that to my thing.
So what's
And
the DC?
it's that's a really good question. I don't. So bitch. Doing things and I only half know what I'm doing. Oh, that's generous, actually.
But
I
Jack,
don't know
I can't
shit.
make any decisions on my own. I'm only an elected official.
Okay, superiority, maneuver. Okay, maneuver save DC save is 8 plus. Wait. Yes. Okay, so it's going to be an 8 plus the proficiency bonus of my strength and/or dex. So it's going to be 8 plus. 8 plus 5 is math. I can read, but I can't count. Does that make you feel better?
Slightly.
Okay,
No,
good.
not really.
And then it's going to be, wait, I can read and I can not do math, so a modifier. Nope, that's one too many of those. Okay, so I think it's going to be an 18.
An
If I
18,
did the math right, it's don't chew on cords.
8, 5, and 5.
Yeah.
Okay, he passes.
Damn it. Okay.
Anything else?
I'm gonna call him a bitch.
Right there, right there.
He does also call out again, and he says, again, rise my legion.
Don't like that.
So, Harlan, go. This is well, maybe this will affect you, but it's on the other side of the screen. Harlan, it is your go.
All right, so my first question, can I, as a free action, pour out the jug of mayonnaise on the ground, like, behind me?
Yes.
Okay. So my goal here is to basically make the ground slippery, so if these assholes try to chase me.
Oh,
Anyway.
okay. I was like, sure, for character effect.
No, it's
yeah, no,
both.
no. The slippery. Yeah. I see what your
Just gonna-
point is. Yeah.
Yeah. So just pour some, basically create to make the floor slippery with oil. Anyway. All right, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity from the two that were closest to me.
And they. Probably. Oh, shit. I know 26 hits. Does a 21 hit?
I believe it does. Yes.
Okay, so this is bludgeoning damage. The skeletons are less skeleton looky and more revenant looky. So rolled 26, 21. So first fist is 11 and the second fist is 12.
I have to take 23, so I'm at 103. Okay. I'm gonna go there. And then what spell am I gonna cast? I'm gonna cast slow on the boss and the big guy, and then all 4 of the assholes on the right. What?
Nothing. This is gonna be great.
Oh, they've all got to make wisdom saving throws of 17.
Wisdom saving throws of 17. 10, 15, 15, 10. Those are all the dummies.
They're all slow.
And he does 28.
Wow. Really? Just got bamboozled. In 28.
He's got a +9 to wisdom saving throws.
How does an undead have a wow? Hi, I would like to talk to your manager. Memeing aside, that is my turn.
Halbjorn, you're on the ground.
Okay. He's going to end the enlarge effect on himself, and then turn around and cast. Well, first of all, he's going to stand up, spend 5 feet of movement or whatever.
Half.
Then he's going to cast reduce on the guy, on the big bad.
Okay.
And I assume he's going to pass because, God forbid, an undead not also have Constitution as a saving throw. But it's going to be a DC 14 saving throw, Constitution. Otherwise, he's reduced to medium size.
Okay, 1 second. Sorry. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Someday.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
He doesn't have Constitution saving throws. He is reduced. He only rolls a 7.
Oh, okay. Well, let me read off to you the effects of reduce.
Yep.
The important one is D4 less damage on melee attacks. Actually, these are the only ones. The target also has disadvantage on strength checks and saving throws. Its size is half in all dimensions. Its weight is reduced to 1/8 of its normal.
What did you say about the first part?
What
The
first part?
damage part?
Oh, it's if it's able to do weapon attacks, it deals 1d4 less damage.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And he's going to be reduced for 1 minute. And also as a part of his
Such a little guy.
So, enlarge reduce is a scald spell for Halbjorn. Therefore, he's able to make a weapon attack via his battle magic feature. And he's going to do so with his hammer. Make sure it's not advantage. Good, good. Skadoosh. Why is it?
Probably you didn't fix the crit. But
Yeah.
13 ain't gonna help
Yep. That ain't it, Chief. You're not that guy.
you.
Okay. Well, he accomplished what he set out to do.
Did. Except for, royally pissing him off. And he yells in this almost demonic tone. Not actually fiendish, but like, scary crazy. And he says, like, legions, I said rise.
Sorry, they can't hear you from all the way down there, bud.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, that
as a
looks
free
about
object
right.
interaction, Halbjorn is going to kick his battle axe, or whatever weapon he has, as far away as he can. Just like hug it with his foot and just go, yeet!
I mean,
Ain't gonna be needing that.
it is on his back in between like the shackles and like I would say like Link style. So I'm not sure how you're going to kick his battle axe. Well, not
So
battle
is
axe.
the
It's a
blade?
longsword.
Oh, it's still attached.
Yeah.
He's just gonna like kick the pommel as hard as he can.
Like at his shoulder? Link style,
like, hit the-
remember? So you're gonna like drop kick his shoulder?
If I have to.
He's done dumber things. I support this.
Also, I've got the movement to spare to get back up again.
That's true. I don't know how kicking the pommel is going to help, being the sword
Maybe
sheath.
like, yeah, I was hoping to like just break the buckle on it or whatever.
Yeah,
Send his weapon scooting away.
but remember that's why I said it's being like you have him shackled. Remember behind his back, so his arms are holding that in place.
Oh, weak.
Like police cuffed, right? That's how I thought you had said, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay, so then if the sword is in between his arms being cuffed and his back, I personally don't see a way that sword is getting off of his back without you removing said sword from him.
Then can I do that as a simple object interaction?
I think
Just
that
pull
would
the
be
sword out?
like a grapple check of some sort. I feel like.
You told me.
I'm sorry.
All right, never mind. Still gonna kick him.
Still gonna kick him. Ciela, it's your go.
Okay, so Ciela's getting the fuck out of Dodge.
What? She has so many friends.
She's like, guys, wait for me.
Look at all these guys up here that wanted to be friends with her.
Nobody got time for that shit. He's going to cast Spiritual Weapon at what? Let me read it. 5th level. I think. Hold on. Let me see. He's casting it at 6th level, I guess. Fuck this noise. Sure she can actually get in range. It's in range. Oh yeah, it is. She's gonna cast it there.
Cast it where? I'm sorry, I didn't see the ping.
Opposite of Halbjorn. Attacking with advantage at 6th level. So 27 to hit for 22 points of force damage.
Why is this not? Okay. Out of that. It's been a while since I've done combat too. A little rusty. What kind of damage?
Force.
Okay. For some reason, I was making sure it wasn't radiant. Okay. Moss.
Okay, yeah. She also is blasting.
Wow. Just put that one up there.
Let's see. Miss. So that's her turn.
Wait, you're saying now it's their turn? They have turns. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to make this grid darker because you're right. This tile was a very poor map decision.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell where the lines are.
How could you?
There we go. Ish. Does that make it better or worse? I can't tell. One.
That's a lot better, actually.
Really? Okay, so slow, what does that do on movement speed?
I posted it in the chat if you scroll up.
Yeah.
They're halved.
Okay.
And they've got -2 AC,
Half movement speed.
-2 to dex throws, and it can't use reactions.
And it can only use an action or a bonus action, not both.
Yeah.
See, this is why I said I didn't want to run any characters.
No, you're just being lazy.
Being lazy? Okay. There. Here. Okay. Now that that's that. Let's see here. Who do we have? Okay, so 2 attacks on Ciela, 1 attack on Harlan, 3 attacks on Alistair.
Wait, there were only 4 of these. Where did the other 8 come from? There were 8 of these. Where did the other 8 come from?
When he, you might have gone to the bathroom, but so when Halbjorn pissed him off, then he like roared really loud and called the last bunch.
Ah.
Yeah. Blame Halbjorn for that.
Don't blame me. I'm not the one who said, "Arise, my legions." What a cringe ass. And this isn't a character. You're just gonna say, what a cringe fucking thing to say, dude. Oh, you got all these goons, and that's the best you can think of?
He's undead.
wonder-
He's not intelligent.
No wonder you got sent here as cannon fodder.
Okay, so let's see here. 24 to hit Ciela, 27 for a crit, 16 against Harlan doesn't hit. 24 against Alistair. 23 against Alistair, and 17 doesn't hit. So we've got. So on Ciela, Ciela, so 21 from Ciela, and then 15 on Alistair.
He's gonna Hellish Rebuke one of those guys.
Mm.
But could you look at his spell list real quick? Because I think something a little fucky wucky's going on. Yeah, he has 2 second level slots and 0 first level slots.
Correct. Nope, that's not fucky.
Oh, you're right.
You're right, because he's a warlock. Well,
Yeah.
ish. So
creatures.
Hellish Rebuke is at 2nd level then when you cast it.
Nice. Okay, Hellish Rebuke. Just hand it back over. 2nd level.
Dexterity save. He doesn't have that. 4, he's gonna fail. Does it matter which one? Do you have a preference?
No, just whichever one. One of the ones hit him.
'Kay.
And how much damage does he take? Sorry?
15.
Okay.
Okay. That's all for them. My man, big little guy,
Mm-hmm.
is doing what? What kind of fucking shit is this? Why didn't I pick this any better? What am I looking for here? No. I think he's just gonna try and break the chains.
Okay. He will be doing so at disadvantage.
This is a strength check, yeah?
Correct.
Okay. And what's the DC? 30?
30.
Yeah, no, he does break it.
Okay, I've got bad news for him.
Okay.
In the description of the... Oh, let me... Tab. So many tabs. Okay, so... the... Where the fuck are they? Oh, up here. Okay. Dimensional Shackles. Let's see. Once every 30 days, the bound creature can make a DC 30 strength check. On a success, the creature breaks free and destroys its shackles. So...
Once every 30 days, is that what you said?
Yep, homeboy shot a shot.
Good. Good. Alistair, it's... Oh, we're at session.
Yeah, we are.
Yep.
Oh, really? Shit.
Time flies when you spend all of it brainstorming just to not do what you planned on doing.
He wasn't a vampire.
You
Hey,
listen to me?
part of my plan worked. This motherfucker is. We neutered the boss.
Indeed,
I'm so fucking happy that worked.
he's very much neutered. Very much.
He has to wait 30 days in chains before he can try another.
Unless he's got some bullshit up his sleeve.
Yeah.
Well,
It would be that kind of fight, wouldn't it?
All of your fights are that kind of fight.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
yeah.
Some of them.
Most of them.
Most of them. I'll take most of them. We'll say 80-20.
90-10.
85-15.
Teleport reaction. Pardon me.
What did you say? I thought what you said was... I don't know what I was going with. I was going to say something really snappy and it just didn't come to me in time.
It's okay.
Well, this is a good stopping point at the top of the round.
Pete, did your laptop ever come back?
No.
Oh, shit.
Oh
I was
no.
going to try. I've been battling with it the entire time. I think I'm going to have to send it back.
Oh no.
I think what it probably is inside the power's not probably connected properly to like the motherboard effectively, because it's showing that it's connected to the power. Yeah, I've done everything. I've done like a hard, like you hard reboot or whatever you call it, and unplugged it, taking the battery out, putting the battery back in, and it just won't start up and won't make a sound. So I'm pretty confident it's a connection problem inside rather than anything else. But I can't. The fucking pain in the ass is I can't open it up because I'll void the warranty the minute I take the stickers off it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm kind of confident what I know. I think I'm pretty confident that I know what it is. Do you know what I mean? That'll be the problem because it's reconditioned. It's not brand new, you see. So I got it with a 1-year warranty. I don't want to void the warranty just for the sake. Although I don't know, I might just. I don't know. Well, anyway, yeah, no, it didn't turn back on. Didn't turn back on.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
So we'll pick back up here next week. Hopefully 5e will come up at some point because switching back between windows was just crap.
Yeah.
So interesting way to end or begin this segment, however you want to look at it. All endings are beginnings, all beginnings are endings. Sorry, I've been up for a long time now, so I'm going to just start babbling.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, you know what? That makes sense. Also, it kind of seems like it would be a good idea for a nap.
Sleep is for the dead.
Well,
I
go be
mean-
dead for a few hours, my guy.
Yeah. Unless you guys have any questions, thoughts, comments, I think we're good. Oh, I'm anxious for next session. For more
Yep,
ways
me
than
too.
one.
In all the ways.
In all the ways.
I'm gonna head out then. I will catch you guys next week.
Kate, farewell. See you
Take
next
care.
week.
Stay safe.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off.
Farewell.
See
Yeah,
you.
me
I hope
too.
your computer
next
works
week.
out.
Me too. See you later. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.
All right. See you later.
See ya.
And they all left. Oh, see you later, man.
Bye.